Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in for your reading. So this is the reading where you look at the sign of the person that you are romantically interested in, and those signs are linked down below. You can watch for their sun, their moon, their rising, or their Venus sign. Cross watchers are also welcome. So yeah, we're going to look at the tarot cards as well as the romance angels, messages of love. We're going to get a message from your person as well as some advice. So the focus will be what is going to happen between the two of you in April of 2022. Okay, what is the outcome of the connection in April? And so go ahead and check out those timestamps. Thank you for tuning in. And if you would ever like a private reading from me, they are video recorded and highly personalized and sent by private video link to your email. So you can order through my email, my website, or Wizio, and all that information is in the description box. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Welcome everybody who is here for an Aries. I hope you guys are doing well. So I've got the Barbara Walker Tarot pre-shuffled for you guys, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and think about your Aries, angel spirits and guides for cross watchers and everyone who is here for an Aries, sun, moon, or rising. For April of 2022, what do we need to know, please? What is the outcome going to be between the viewer and this particular Aries? What is the outcome going to be between the viewer and this particular Aries, please? We've got you deserve love, you are lovable, okay? So Spirit is wanting you to know you do deserve love, you are lovable. If there's any doubt whatsoever, okay. So let's go ahead and look into the cards and see what else comes out here. Let's turn these over. So the first card come out for you guys, we've got Judgment. We've got Galahad or Prince of Cups. We've got Reward, Ace of Pentacles. We've got water sign energy, particularly Scorpio, and we've got earth sign energy here. So with that Judgment card, well, first of all, my intuitive impression here is there's like an emotional new beginning and a solid offer. So it's looking good in that sense. And I feel like, I mean, you must know that this person likes you. But maybe you don't, because there's some sort of insecurity indicated by this you deserve love card. I'm here to tell you this person does fantasize or think about you, romanticize the connection. I do think there's a decision, though, that needs to be made here with the Judgment card. Your particular Aries might be stuck between two choices, or just like not moving, dragging their feet. But again, I feel like this person has thought about you, does fantasize about you, has some sort of heavy thoughts about the connection more than likely, okay? And so, you know, this Judgment is a card of decision, but a lot of cards in the deck are a card of decision, you know, including like the Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. But this is a major arcana, so this is a major decision. This is not a decision that's being looked at or taken lightly by you or your person, okay? I'm also seeing somebody being less judgmental or critical of themselves or others. So this is a good sign, particularly if you are struggling with your self-esteem, as this card already indicated, then you're not being as critical of yourself. And again, this can go for your Aries as well, not being as critical of themselves or as judgmental of themselves or you or this connection. With the Prince of Cups here, it does feel like a newer connection or potential newer connection, maybe a new start in a connection, because Prince is a less developed energy, so it's got a ways to develop, it feels like. Maybe some of you have been reaching for this connection, or your Aries has been reaching for this connection for a while. This is indicating like the first blush of romance, so somebody here could be you know, feeling shy, feeling uncertain, feeling vulnerable. Is somebody here trusting too much? I feel like the viewer potentially could be trusting too much or have a tendency to do that. So Spirit just brings that up to you to sort of bring it to your attention and remind you that you should be discerning. Part of self-love and self-care is being discerning about who you let have access to you, how you let people treat you, and the knowledge that you do deserve love, you are lovable. So the first person and the last person to love you should and will be yourself. So this is this saying like, maybe you have had a tendency, someone here has had a tendency of trusting or giving too much. So you're just going to want to watch that if that resonates for you. If not, then it could obviously be the Aries that you're here for. Again, the majority I'm getting it's for you. There is some sort of shyness or uncertainty though, and that could be that, you know, any hesitation or dragging of the feet by the Aries could be due to an underlying shyness or uncertainty or fear of vulnerability here. But we see, you know, it's looking up. This man is reaching for this cup, despite this sort of ominous ghost-like figure in the foreground, kind of watching. It's like, I'm still going to go for it. I'm still going to reach for this, even though I feel vulnerable. And, you know, with the Ace of Pentacles, you know, some of you could have met your Aries through work, through school, or some work-related avenue. Since this is the future outcome, it does show, I mean, it bodes really well because it's the reward card. It's the Ace of Pentacles. So I do see you guys being close. I do see there being a solid new beginning in the connection. So this card sort of anchors the rest of the reading, and it says that, you know, more than likely, you two will choose to start something here, or to progress it or make it more serious. There is a love offer being extended or coming in here. This just guides you to take maybe a more practical approach to relationships, especially if you resonate with that Prince of Cups. Being more practical, more discerning, more careful with who you place your trust, how much trust you place in any given time. It's just saying to use your head and keep using it. But it looks good for things and a new prosperous, a sensual change as well. As you can see, the snake is kind of wrapped around her. So that can indicate sensual or sexy times ahead between the two of you in the month of April. But it does show some sort of a positive change of circumstances about to take place. So it's a very happy indication here. It's a happy card. So with that being said, we're going to get you a card from, I actually wanted to get you a couple of cards, but I'll get from this deck this time. And if this is resonating, please let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. This card was in the wrong deck, but I feel like it kind of fits for the energy I'm picking up for some of your Aries. I wear my mask so tight that you wouldn't believe what I'm really like on the inside. So I think that's a lot to do with that. Aries being sort of shy or vulnerable regarding matters of the heart, even though they probably have, you know, a tough exterior. Spirit, can we have guidance for those watching this reading, please, regarding their Aries for April of 2022? Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. Beautiful. Yeah, I did say that that Ace of Pentacles bodes well. It does show positive and happy change and happy times ahead. So this is saying that your true love is already a part of your life now. Okay? And I'll get you a message as well. What would the viewers Aries say if they had no filter? What would they like to say or add to the reading, please? What would this Aries like to say or add to the reading, please? Something is holding me back. Yeah, maybe that's the decision. Like I said, I feel like this person has been dragging their feet or juggling or having to make, you know, a decision between two choices. They've really given this a lot of thought. So just rest assured, whatever decision that they make, they did not make it lightly. And we're going to get you a card from the manifestation deck as well. for advice. Get some advice for those who are watching about their Aries and about this reading, please. Incoming, news, message, game changer, surprise invitation, insights, gift, making connections. So validation from Spirit that what I have said is the truth. If this is your reading and it's resonating for you, expect a message. Expect a positive change in the connection. Okay? And remember to feel grateful and to be thankful for all the opportunities and the things that you're grateful for in your life to attract more opportunities and more things to be grateful for. But yeah, that's what you can expect. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you. If this didn't resonate, feel free to choose your person's sun, moon, or rising. And I'm going to move on to the next reading. Welcome everyone who is here for a Leo. So if your partner, your person of interest has a Leo, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this is the reading for you, and welcome cross watchers. So using the Barbara Walker Tarot, it's already pre-shuffled, and we'll get some cards as well from the Oracle decks. So let's get into the Romance Angels first. Angels, spirits, and guides, please give us guidance on this reading, please. For those who are watching, what will the outcome be this month, April of 2022, for those dealing with a Leo, please? We've got honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So that bodes well. This card always reminds me of the Six of Swords, moving from rocky waters to calmer waters, or going on some sort of a trip. With that being said, my general energy here is that probably this connection is a bit stuck and needs to get unstuck. Somebody feels stuck or is stuck. Let's see what comes out from here. We have defense, 9 of Wands. We have balance, 2 of Swords. And then we have charity in reverse, the 6 of Pentacles. So more fire, air, and earth energy here. So the main thing we're seeing though is the situation right now feels like you guys are opposing one another. You can see from the restriction card, somebody could, like I said, somebody could feel stuck, right? I feel like this is your Leo. Of course, energies can be vice versa, so apply it how it resonates in a general reading, but I feel like this is your Leo for a lot of you feeling stuck. Bottom line with this card, though, is opposition. The reason for the opposition is to help one grow in their skill and in their strength, because you see, even though he looks foreboding in this card, he's trying to figure a way out of his cage. So this requires learning, adapting, figuring things out. With this card, it can talk about resolving difficulties, right? It doesn't say that if this relationship is in a cage or feeling stuck somehow, that it will be that way forever, but it does say that there's some difficulties that need to be resolved and lessons that are being learned right now. We see that a decision needs to be made here, okay? And I feel like maybe it could be the viewer trying to make a decision about this connection. Maybe you're trying to decide whether or not you should move on from this person, or if you should try to have a fresh start with this person. So basically, there's a decision to be made regarding whether or not to try to work this out or not. So this card just advises you to go within and listen to both your head and your heart. So not just your ego is what Spirit is saying. Try to weigh it out as fairly as you can, but don't spend too much time thinking about it. This card does call for a leap of faith. Once you've weighed out the pros and cons, a leap of faith will be needed to make a decision. But I think that you definitely are holding, different views from each other, and that you're presently or will soon be trying to find a common ground, trying to work things out, trying to find a common ground here, a compromise, a truce. In the outcome position, we've got the Charity card, which is the Six of Pentacles. And generally, it's very favorable in the outcome position. Unfortunately, it did come out in reverse, which is telling me that, you know, possibly, you know, someone holds more power, more control, or more money in the connection. There's some sort of power imbalance in the connection, and if there is, you're definitely going to want to watch that, especially if you're the one that's like disenfranchised, or you're the one that is not in the power not in the power position. But even if you are, you know, it calls into questions related to not abusing your power and things of that nature, because you guys should be equals, right? For better or for worse, you should be equals in a connection or partnership that is healthy. That's what's called for, and you definitely should be on the same page. And I see you guys know that because you're trying to be on the same page, or you will. So there is potential to move this forward in a positive way, you know, if you decide to do that, okay? And maybe a trip is what you need. Something like a second honeymoon, or just like a romantic getaway. Maybe that is what you need to make this decision. Or maybe you have walked away yourself in order to get a fresh perspective, a fresh take to help you make this decision, or to know how to fix things between you and your Leo. So let me get you a message of love card here, and if this is resonating, let me know in the comment section down below. Like and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, please hit the bell so you can receive notifications so you don't miss my next video. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information will be in the description box as well. What did I say? Thank you, Spirit. Validation 1000%. I said a leap of faith will need to be taken. Weigh the pros and cons, but when the time comes, there is going to be a decision, a tough decision that needs to be made, and it looks like a leap of faith will be needed to make that decision, okay? It is safe to make the move you're considering. So maybe some of you want to move away from this person because you know that things aren't getting better, because you feel like it's unfair or unequal, that the connection is not serving you. Others of you might be thinking about moving towards the connection. It'll vary depending on who's watching in a general reading. But yeah, leap of faith is what we're getting. Let's get you a message from your person. There's no reason to be, you know, in analysis paralysis or trapped in the dark with a blindfold on. Definitely go within enough to give this good thought, but don't stay there forever. The stagnation, this stuck energy, this withdrawal, this needs to come to an end, one way or the other here. What would the Leo say to the viewer if they had no filter, please? I dream of a second chance with you, okay? So it looks like for some of you guys are in separation, you have walked away, or this, yeah, either way, this person is dreaming of a second chance with you. That's what they're saying. It validates an initial feeling that I had off camera before starting about this person and possible separation here. Let's get some advice, Spirit, for the viewer regarding this reading, please. What advice do you have for the viewer regarding this reading, please, for this coming month? Trust the process. Another road here, talking about you're on a journey right now. Everything always works out. Something better is on the horizon. Have total confidence in the universe, okay? Which is to say, have total confidence in yourself. So taking a leap of faith does require total confidence, trust in the universe and in yourself, because the nature of a leap of faith is uncertainty, right? So just know in your heart of hearts that everything always does work out. And it looks like something better is on the horizon for you, regardless of if it's with this person or not. I really feel like it's divided. Some of you will be with this person, I feel like. Honestly, most of you probably won't be with this person or in this connection. Just have total confidence in your ability to make the right decision, and you will, okay? So thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate you. Again, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. It supports my channel, keeps it going. And, you know, if you wanted more insight or if the reading didn't resonate, feel free to check your person's sun, moon, rising, Venus sign as well. Moving on to the next reading. Hello, everyone who is here for a Sagittarius. Thank you for tuning into your reading. I hope you guys are doing well. So we've got your Barbara Walker Tarot pre-shuffled here, and we're going to get into that. But first I wanted to pull you guys a Romance Angels card. So let's go ahead and think about your person. Angel spirits and guides for everyone who is tuned into this reading. What is the outcome between them and their Sagittarius for April of 2022, please? Welcome to Cross Watchers as well. What is the outcome for them and their Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus for April? We've got chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. All right. Strong magnetic attraction. Excuse me. Let's see what your tarot cards say. We've got the King of Cups. We've got the Devil. And we've got the Four of Cups. But it was in reverse, okay? So initially it just looks like a loving relationship has turned into attachment and lack of appreciation, okay? Yeah, basically, you know, what we can see here with this King of Cups, and by the way, for signs, you could be, or other dominant signs in your person's chart, could be water, Capricorn, and more water, yeah, so water basically, but can be, you know, obviously reading can be for any sign. That being said, I see a deeply romantic emotional connection in your past. But yet someone with the Devil card, especially next to it, someone could have been possessive, jealous, or closed off. And as we move forward, it looks like there is going to be a need here to figure out what is true and what is false. What is true for you, okay? You can't control this other person. And they shouldn't be trying to control you, okay? The more you try to control something, the harder it becomes for you. So, for an example, imagine there is a beach ball in the swimming pool and you keep trying to sit on it. Well, maybe you can sit on it for a few seconds, but eventually you're going to fall. Eventually you're going to go down. You're going to splash in the water. It's so much better for everyone. so people aren't getting splashed, right? It's so much better for everyone if you would just hold on to the ball and float across the surface with it. That is the difference between surrender and control, right? So this is saying you're powerful when you surrender. And so control issues need to be dealt with here, and I think you're going to be figuring that out in April. And you're also going to want to ask yourself the questions like, I mean, we have to say it because it is the Devil. Is this an obsessive or abusive relationship, or is it harmful to your life, to you and to your life in some way? Because remember that the beast is always the dark face of the handsome prince. And it looks like we had us a handsome prince at some point. Unfortunately, going forward, looks like they're acting like, or will be acting a bit like the beast, in the sense of showing like sort of like their ugly underbelly. So, you know, maybe sexual desires cause you to ignore red flags. Maybe those red flags were there. You just, you know, the chemistry is off the chain. The chemistry is very strong. There's a strong magnetic attraction, so that could be why you didn't see the signs. If you didn't see the signs, that could be why. But you can free yourself from this if you want to, okay? So with this decline card, or Four of Cups here, You know, this just brings to mind that scene from that movie Shallow Hell. If you've never seen it, it's a charming movie. And in it, Shallow Hell's best friend Mauricio he's basically George Costanza from Seinfeld, okay? So you know what he looks like, right? He is George. So, but George Costanza keeps rejecting women, even women who are just like way out of his league, over trivial things like a weird toe or something trivial like that. And at the end of the movie, he admits that he was shallow to keep people from rejecting him, right? This is about intimacy issues. So basically, you know, that's a weenie move. And so if that is what's happening, if there are serious problems in the connection or intimacy issues like this, then it's time to run a hot bath, relax, and take care of yourself. But either way, you're definitely going to be reassessing this relationship. And if you decide to go your own way, which some of you will decide that, it's suggested to be alone for a while before entering into another connection, because this is something that you're going to need to heal from. This is an intense connection, and it looks like it's going to take some time to, you know, just to heal from it, and to make sure that when you go into the next relationship or start a new phase in this one, if that's what ends up happening for a minority of you, that that you are restored when that happens, that you are restored when that time comes, okay? So if this is resonating, please let me know in the comment section down below, and like and subscribe. If it isn't, feel free to choose your person's sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign. Those will be linked down below with timestamps. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box. For everyone who is tuned in for Sagittarius for the month of April, what is the outcome of this connection? Future outcome. But here and now, your true love is already part of your life. So I believe that came out in Aries reading. So if you're an Aries, or your person has strong Aries in their chart, or you do, you might want to check that reading out. Could have additional messages for you and resonate if this one does not. However, I do feel like, at the very least, you feel like this person is your true love. You have a strong emotional bond to them with the King of Cups. So that's what it's saying. And it could even be talking about somebody else, because this can be the card of the third party as well. So for those of you who are entertaining somebody else, but you are attracted to this Sagittarius person because of the intensity of the connection and because of the chemistry, then this card could be telling you that that other person that you're involved with is someone that you need to take another look at, right? Somebody that is potentially the true love, your real true love, right? But it can be talking about the Sagittarius as well. And just take it how it resonates. I'm gonna get you a message from your Sagittarius. There's definite work that needs to be done on this connection. There's like no way around that, especially, you know, with that Four of Cups in reverse. Somebody has major intimacy issues. Looks like your Sagittarius has major intimacy issues that they need to deal with and heal and fix. But they could be getting a new outlook in the future here. Who knows? We'll see. What messages, or what message does the Sagittarius have for the viewer for April? If they had no fear and no filter, please. There you go. I'm trying to become a better person. So for those of you who see this person taking action steps to become a better person, if they are really showing they have a new outlook and they're taking a new direction with regard to their behavior, and they are becoming better and things like that, then that really improves the outlook for the month of March for you guys. What guidance or advice do we have for the viewer regarding this reading, please? This one fell out. It's manifested. New desired reality is already present in your life. Vibrational alignment. Astrology gives edge. So maybe get your compatibility chart or synastry chart done for you and this person, or pay attention to astrology somehow for further guidance. This card just talks about how there are infinite parallel realities, and in one of those realities, this person this relationship is already the desired relationship that you want, but you just need to vibrationally align with that, okay? So this is just comforting you, I feel, like to let you know that there is potential for you to still have what you want with this person, okay? But astrology gives edge, so I would focus on that and raising and keeping your vibration up through a positive mental diet and self-care. All right, and asking yourself those hard questions and assessing the relationship to make sure it's going in the right direction for you. That's what I've got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you so much. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Check out your person's sun, moon, rising, or Venus if you haven't already, if you're drawn to, and I'm going to move on to the next reading. Welcome everyone who is here for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome cross watchers. So we're using the Modern Witches Tarot for you guys today, and we're going to get into that. But first I'm going to pull you a romance angel. So go ahead and think about your Taurus. Angel spirits and guides for everyone who is tuned in for this reading. Can we get guidance for April of 2022 regarding this person's Taurus, please? This person's Taurus dominant. What guidance does Spirit have for those who have tuned in for this reading, please? We've got attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment, fully. Okay, so that's letting us know there is attraction that exists between the two of you. I was actually getting that your person kind of feels like you drive them crazy. I'm not sure if that's only in a good way or not, but we will look at the reading. I do feel like some of you are good at enjoying the moment fully. Some of you could be quite charming and creative, maybe even like athletic or something like that. But I do see there being also like this energy of being opposites, or opposites attract. But it's a general reading, so take everything as it resonates, okay? So let's get into the reading. The first card that come out for you guys is the World card. So that is Saturn energy, Capricorn. We've also got the fixed signs here as well, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. We've got the Seven of Swords. I did want to come out in reverse. That's air sign energy. And we've got the Judgment card. And Judgment is Plutonic energy. Pluto rules Scorpio. So any of those signs mentioned could be strong in someone's chart here. What I'm basically saying is that, you know, this was at some point a very joyful relationship. But with that Seven of Swords being in the middle, we can't ignore that. You know, somebody could be feeling trapped, or there could have been some sort of an argument, or some sort of sneaky or deceptive behavior that needs apologizing for, or needs, I'm hearing restitutions made. It needs to be fixed, okay? And I am seeing possibly that, you know, someone is setting themselves free and starting a new way of life here. We've got two cards that indicate that, both Judgment and the World. Talk about, you know, a new lease on life, basically. So this could be a long distance relationship, one where maybe you met online. It looks very much to me like a spiritual relationship, and having some sort of a spiritual connection. Maybe this person feels like home to you, or you feel like home to this person, okay? Some of you were like in a serious relationship with this person. Others of you, it is got this otherworldly sort of fifth dimension quality to it. But what we're getting with this card here is that, yeah, like I said, it feels like a mature relationship at some point, or it had that potential to be, where it was harmony, things were moving along, felt like progress was being made. It was like you guys were at a point where you were ready to, you know, put your egos aside, overcome insecurities, overcome fears, to work on a partnership. I feel like it was probably pretty easy in the past, with it being rewarding and happy. Your person comes across as like a parental figure, somebody that, you know, puts their family first, a loving soul, somebody that maybe puts other people or their family ahead of themselves. And it looks, you know, like there was some of that going on here, like just lovingness in the past. And then, but we do see this, you know, at present, there is some sort of, in terms of like what actions are occurring in the connection or affecting the reading, there is a need for, like, possibly, does somebody need to apologize for a mistake? Was someone hurt, manipulated, or betrayed? If it was you that was deceptive at all, then you are going to need to come clean. Maybe you already have. If it is your person, obviously then it's vice versa, the other way around. They're going to need to come clean and maybe apologize for some sort of mistake. With the Judgment being in the future outcome position, you know, I am seeing there being clarity. I'm seeing there being relief here. Solidarity. So there is a choice, and whatever you choose to do, you will be happy with your decision. And it does look like whatever needs to happen to fix that Seven of Swords energy, it looks like it will happen. It looks like it will happen. The slate will somehow be wiped clean, and it could just be like that you know that moment when you just say fuck it and make a decision that you were ambivalent about making. You didn't want to make it, or you were just like on the fence. Well, you know, maybe you didn't want to have a hard conversation because you didn't want to hurt the other person's feelings or be hurt in return or something like that. But you can only do that for so long before it starts to break down the relationship, before it actually starts to make things worse. So I see this being understood here in the future, and just like this attitude of screw it, I'm going to make this decision, let the chips fall where they may. And in doing that, you actually empower yourself again. You actually help the situation. So things start to look up. So in April of 2022, the outcome is that things start to look up. I see the facing of a decision, and also whatever decision that you make being the best one for you. And then also I'm seeing people being less judgmental or critical of themselves or others here with that Judgment card. So let's get you a card from the Messages of Love, and if it's resonating, let me know in the comment section down below. You can like and subscribe, and if you do subscribe, hit the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss my next video. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box. We're getting past life love. Your soul remembers this intense connection. I was saying that this is feeling like, excuse me, a serious connection. Even if it's a new connection, it still felt to me like it could have been quite serious, and there's some sort of spiritual quality to it. So whenever I get the past life love card, I like to pull a past life card. So if you have any ideas about your past life, go ahead and think about that now, or any questions. Spirit, how does this past life affect the present? I know it has something to do with patience, being patient, learning patience, or teaching patience. For those who have tuned in for this reading, Spirit, how does this past life with their Taurus affect this connection? And what past life do we need to know about? We've got male and female. Okay, so in a past life, whoever is the male in this life is now the female. Or I'm sorry, whoever was a male in the past life is now the female. And whoever was the female in the past life is now the male. We have a lot of reincarnations, and in some of them you're the opposite sex. And I feel like we've got phobias at the back of the deck. There could be some phobias related to this. Then this is, I feel, just to help each other learn about the opposite sex. So when I say that you guys are opposites, this is a situation of opposites attract. That could be what it's meaning as well. So even if you guys are quite similar in this life, which I don't think for the majority you are, but even if you are, you're opposite in the sense that you're yin and yang, and you're switching roles in this life to see things from each other's perspective. And I think it really is trying your person's patience. So whoever's got strong Taurus in their chart, it's particularly trying their patience. You drive them crazy. I think mostly in a good way, but also, you know, in a testy sort of way. And that could be why. So let's get you a message from this person. If they had no fear, no filter, what would they say to the viewer, please? What would this Taurus say to the viewer if they had no fear and no filter? I'm afraid of rejection. Okay. So any sort of sneaky, deceptive behavior that can be represented by that Seven of Swords, whatever hurt that they caused you, whatever hurt's been in this connection, even if they've just withdrawn from the connection to avoid making a decision or something like that. But I do feel like maybe there's been some bullying behavior here, but whatever it is, the reason it looks like is that they are afraid of rejection. In general, they are saying they're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of you rejecting them. I guess it's an uncomfortable position for a soul to be, the opposite of what it once was. Let's get you advice for everyone who tuned into this reading, Spirit. What advice do we have for them, please? Growing success, cha-ching. We've got abundance, generosity, be excited, stay on path, improvement, manifesting affluence. All right, so things are looking up, not only just as it relates to the relationship, but also things are looking up when it comes to your money, your abundance. So this is saying be generous. The more we give, the more we get. Get excited. And stay on the path that you're currently on, because you're headed towards affluence and improvements. That's what I've got for you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Again, please like, subscribe, and I'm going to move on to the next group. If this didn't resonate, or you are just wanting more information, you can always check out your person's sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And I will talk to you guys next time. Welcome everyone who tuned in for Virgo for April of 2022. So I've got your Modern Witches Tarot cards already shuffled. I'm going to go ahead and pull a Romance Angels card for you guys to find out what you need to know for April of 2022. So if your person has Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, this is the right reading for you. Also, welcome to any cross-watchers. Okay? So angel spirits and guides for everyone who has tuned into this reading. What do they need to know, and what is the outcome between them and their Virgo for this month, this coming month? We've got let go of control issues, allow the situation to unfold naturally, okay? So evidently somebody is having some sort of control issues here. Maybe they're trying to make something happen that needs to happen in its own divine timing. This is asking you to allow the situation to unfold naturally. Let's see what this could potentially be about. The first card to come out of the deck is the Two of Cups. It is in reverse. We have the Six of Swords. And next we have the Ten of Pentacles. So signs that could be strong in either of your charts is water, air, and earth, okay? So what I'm initially getting here is there's definitely tension, perhaps regarding a journey, or there is tension and then there is a journey that leads to better communication and eventually joy and stability. So what we're seeing with the Two of Cups, it looks like in the past, the relationship, maybe this is a relationship that is or has been slow to get going. This could have started off as a sort of secret affair for some of you, not all, because it is a general reading. But it could have been like that, slow to get started, or something like a secret affair. Or it could just represent, a period of disharmony or a loss of affection in the connection. Lack of balance, to say the very least, is also possible. When we see the Six of Swords, I see the action that's being taken is an improvement, moving from choppy waters to calmer waters, as we often say with that card. Especially after some major problems. Looks like whatever the Two of Cups in reverse represents, you're moving away from that, which is good. And there is an increase in understanding and harmony. Okay, so this is what you're being guided to do, is increase your understanding and harmony, be willing to move past problems, let bygones be bygones if you want this connection to move forward. And if you do that, for the majority who are watching, you're on track to experience the Ten of Pentacles, which is a very, very positive card, and it shows a deeply secure and comfortable relationship. But with these two cards present, I am inclined to say that maybe, for some, this is a deeply secure and comfortable relationship, but a potentially cold partnership, because this needs to be addressed. This Two of Cups in reverse, this lack of balance, this lack of harmony. So I don't feel like this is something that you just fix and then it's done. It's an ongoing process and journey. As long as you guys are together, strides are going to be needed to be made, actions taken to ensure that you guys are understanding each other and communicating well enough with each other. But there is definitely potential for a happy and secure home and family life, financially stable family life, potentially marrying into wealth here, and or could be starting a family as well. Okay, so it looks really good for those of you who are here for Virgo. Let's get you a message from the Messages of Love Oracle cards. So please clarify this reading. The outcome between the viewer and their Virgo, please. Mastery. You've learned the spiritual lesson. Beautiful. So there was whatever happened in the past here. You are learning the spiritual lesson from that experience. And for some of you, you already have learned it. As the card says, you've learned that spiritual lesson. You're in the process here of learning it. And maybe it's your Virgo that's still learning. But it has to do potentially with self-care. And this card talks about clearing your energy field and focusing on yourself before acting. Because when you are in a controlling sort of relationship, or if anybody has control issues, it usually stems from insecurity. People try to control as a defense mechanism to protect themselves, right? If I control you, you can't hurt me, which is not true. It usually ends up pushing away the people that care about you. So take it how it resonates, whether you're the controller or your Virgo is, or if this card even resonates at all, okay? And if you're the one being controlled, then that obviously takes a toll on your self-esteem as well, because it is an impingement on your autonomy, your sovereignty. It is a detriment. It hurts your self-esteem, or it can, okay? So this is where self-care is coming into. But increased understanding, improvement in communication leads to joy and stability and mastery of this spiritual lesson that you guys came together to learn. Let's get a message from your Virgo. What would they say if they had no fear and no filter? for April of 2022 for everyone who is tuned in. What would the viewers, Virgos, say to them? I'm coming. Okay. So if you guys have experienced a breakup here, we do see movement with the Six of Swords. They're coming. If you guys are presently still together, but you are not on the same page, they're coming. They're coming to be on your same page. Okay. It's very positive. At least I'm getting positive vibes, some positive vibes from the reading in general. What guidance and advice do the cards have for the viewer regarding this reading, please? For April of 2022. Say affirmations. What happened there? Oh no, little bend. No, oh, sorry. So say affirmations. State as I am. Manifesting happens in present tense in a present life. Believable to you. So they're asking you to be mindful, to say positive affirmations. There are a ton of affirmation videos that you can use on every topic for every life area that you can find for free on YouTube. Or you can write your own affirmations, repeat them in your head or aloud, but state it as if you already have it. I am. So if you are someone that needs to take better care of themselves, for example, or to love themselves more, you can be, I am abundant. You can say, I'm abundant in self-love. I am mastering the spiritual lesson. I am manifesting, you know, an ideal and happy, stable family with my person. You know, things of that nature. I am currently, you know, in the perfect partnership, stuff like that. So you make it personal to you, make it believable to you, but this is what you're being asked to do, okay? So thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope it resonated. If not, feel free to choose a different reading. You know, watch your person, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you'd like a private reading, my contact information is down below, and I will talk to you guys next time. Welcome everyone who has tuned in for a Capricorn. So if your person of interest is a Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, or Venus, you're at the right reading. Okay. Welcome to the cross watchers as well. I'm going to pull you a Romance Angels card before digging into the Modern Witches Tarot. Angel spirits and guides, for everyone who has tuned in to this reading, please show me what I need to see to understand the outcome for April 2022 between the viewer and their Capricorn. We've got flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. All right. So this card usually comes out when there needs to be some lighthearted energy in the connection. When the connection needs an infusion of playfulness and fun, okay? I feel like some of you viewers are either down on yourself or having some more other sort of problems or down on the connection. So I think that this card is really speaking to you to really extend your lighthearted energy to others, okay? Just to lift your spirits or lift the spirit of your person if it's resonating more, that they're the ones who are sort of down, okay? So let's look at this deck here. So the first card out for you guys was the Seven of Cups in reverse. We've got water sign energy. Then we've got the Devil card next. Oh, no, it was the Ten of Pentacles next. That was right. Ten of Pentacles. And then the Devil card, okay? So, water, earth, and extra more Capricorn here. Devil card represents Capricorn. What I'm first seeing here is temptation and confusion, then feeling happier. In fact, this is sort of the action you're being guided to take this month, is to feel happier. How can you do that? Flirt and extend your lighthearted energy to others. But don't take it too far into the realm of excess. Beware of attachment issues with the Devil here. Beware of addictions, unhealthy behaviors, or anything like that. So, the Seven of Cups comes out in reverse when it shows that, you know, it looks like in the past between you and your person, there's been a lack of commitment or indecision here. Somebody could be wearing rose-colored glasses about the connection, or keeping their options open. Okay, it does look like maybe a decision has been made or will be made, because we see the Ten of Pentacles here, and that does show potential for a happy, secure, financially stable family life. Maybe somebody already experiences this, but that is playing a role in April 2022 of some kind. It can also show, you know, somebody marrying into wealth, or wealth being a major consideration when making that decision, and it can also indicate starting a family as well. But what I'm really feeling is this has to do with a little like the need for and actions being taken towards money, home and work, and family life. And we see with this Devil card here that, you know, you're needing to ask what is true and what is false here, especially if you resonate with the one who is wearing rose-colored glasses. But even if not, this is the card that asks you to look at the connection, ask those hard questions. Is this connection harmful to you or your life in some way? Is this abusive, unhealthy, or obsessive in any way? Because it is, after all, a Devil card, so it needs to be reflected upon for the most part, and especially with the Seven of Cups in reverse here. It sort of guides you to, you know, not wear those rose-colored glasses, and to consider that for some, you know, this connection, you know, may be based in sexual desires, or, you know, it has a potential. There's something here of it having a potential to cause, like, for something about it to cause you or your person to ignore red flags in the connection. So like that, there's some sort of bondage to the connection in terms of an unhealthy pattern or something along those lines that could cause you to overlook something that you need to pay attention to. So you can free yourself from this if you want to. That is your choice. I'm also seeing with these two right next to each other, a sexually open-minded marriage, but I know that for the majority of people that is not a desirable situation. So don't take it if it doesn't resonate for you. You have free will. You don't have to accept anything that you don't want to. Aside from that, though, with the Devil card being in the future outcome, there is going to be a period of unhappiness in April. Like, so just be conscious of that. You know, we tell you this not to scare you, but to prepare you. So, yeah, I'm seeing temptation and confusion and a period of like happier times, but beware of attachment issues. So let's get some clarification from the messages of both oracle cards. And if this reading is resonating, please let me know in the comment section down below, and like and subscribe. If you haven't already, please hit the bell to receive notifications so you don't miss my next video too. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact information is in the description box down below. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. Yeah, we did see that. Obstacles in the connection of some kind. There needs to be some lifting of some sort of fog. If anybody's abusing any sort of substances, you're being guided to not do that, because it will give you the clarity that you need to be honest in the connection. To see it for what it really is, and you cannot fix what you cannot see. So if this connection is important enough to you, then there is help available to you, and there are things you can do. Same thing if your person has an issue like that. But bottom line, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement, and so that will account for any unhappiness experienced in April. Let's get a message from your person. For some of you, if you do have a substance abuse issue, and obviously this isn't going to be for everybody, it's a general reading, but I have to say it because I'm hearing it, that your person feels rejected by you. They're longing for you and missing you, okay? They are saying, don't give up on us. that goes either way. For whatever your issue is, whatever the obstacles are, they're saying don't give up on us. What would this person say if they had no fear, no filter? I don't know how to fix things. Yeah, okay. So there are definitely things that need to be fixed and addressed in the connection. And so it is really important to try to ask those hard questions and figure out what's true and what's false, at least for you, right? So you have a better understanding of how to proceed. But do try to make some time for some lighthearted energy for yourself and to others, including this person, you know, in April. Especially just to yourself, to raise your spirit and your vibration, to help you sort of cut through the fog and, you know, experience an okay time in April instead of, you know, just confusion or obstacles. What is the guidance for the viewer regarding this reading, please? Specificity matters. Saying the universe can only give you what you ask for. Narrow it down, be as specific as feels good. So they are asking you again to find out what is true and what is false, at least for you. You can't change what you don't acknowledge. You can't fix what you can't see clearly. This is asking you to make a decision to gain clarity this month, end delusions, restore your senses, so that you can ask, you know, the universe for what you want, and, you know, again, be as specific as feels good. So don't be afraid to ask for what you want. You are as deserving as any other child of God or the universe. This is what this is asking you and reminding you, okay? So what I've got for you guys, thanks for tuning in. I hope the reading resonated. If it did, please like and subscribe. If it didn't, or you just want more clarity, check out one of the other readings for your person, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. And I'm moving on to the next reading.